okay, everything's not okay.
In the early 2000s, it felt like Ashton Kutcher was everywhere. Starting as the affable Michael Kelso in That 70s Show, Kutcher quickly became known as a leading man in romantic comedies and a prankster on MTV. However, he later shifted his focus from acting to technology startups and human rights organizations. Settling down with fellow 70s star Mila Kunis, he started a family. By all accounts, he's led a charmed life. But that isn't really the case. From a murdered date, jail time, to a life-threatening health condition, Ashton Kutcher may lead a glamorous life, but his rise to fame has been marked by tragedy. Ashton Kutcher's parents divorced when he was a teenager. Ashton Kutcher's teenage years were marked by the upheaval of his parents' divorce when he was just 13 years old. Larry and Diane Kutcher, his parents, ended their marriage, leading Ashton, his twin brother Michael, and older sister Tausha to reside with their mother. Eventually, the family relocated to Homestead, Iowa. While Ashton has not delved deeply into the specifics of his parents' divorce publicly, he touched on the topic during his acceptance speech for the Robert D. Ray Pillar of Character Award at Drake University in 2017. Reflecting on his own journey as a parent, he emotionally expressed, "When my wife and I had these kids, my first response was, I wanted to call my parents and say, 'I'm sorry because I never knew how much you loved me.'" Furthermore, Ashton discussed how his own divorce from Demi shed new light on his parents' experience. "I had the great fortune of getting a divorce because I felt the impact of it, and I felt how much loss is in there and how much love is in there, and that it's not neat or clean or messy," he shared. "And I understood finally my parents' divorce in a whole different way." Ashton Kutcher's twin brother was born with health problems. In addition to grappling with the aftermath of his parents' divorce, Ashton Kutcher faced another significant challenge during his upbringing: his twin brother Michael Kutcher's ongoing health battles. Michael's website details his difficult birth, where he emerged as the smaller of the twins, significantly underweight compared to his brother, Christopher, known to the world as Ashton. Born with underdeveloped lungs, Michael required assistance to breathe and weighed a mere 4 pounds, contrasting with Ashton's healthy birth weight of 11 pounds. Throughout his toddler years, Michael encountered developmental delays affecting his motor skills, speech, and vision, prompting his mother, Diane Kutcher, to seek medical guidance. At the tender age of 3, Michael was diagnosed with cerebral palsy, a condition that subjected him to bullying and discrimination. Ashton, fiercely protective of his brother, stood up for him on the playground, ensuring Michael was always included in games and activities. "He's my brother. If I'm playing, he's playing," Ashton emphasized during an episode of The Checkup with Dr. David August. Throughout their upbringing, Ashton demonstrated unwavering support for his brother, standing up against Michael's bullies and ensuring inclusion in social activities. Michael recalls Ashton's protective nature, recounting how his twin wished he could bear Michael's struggles himself. "Chris would tell me, 'I wish I could take all of this off of you and take it myself,'" Michael shared with Today. During their 8th grade year, the twins faced another harrowing ordeal when Michael was diagnosed with an enlarged heart. Given just weeks to live without a transplant, Ashton was deeply affected. He was prepared to do whatever it took to save Michael, even contemplating the idea of being a donor himself. "If anyone's a match, I'm a match," Ashton recalled thinking to Dr. August. "Now you start running that cycle through your head. You're like, this balcony looks far enough to take things." Fortunately, a donor was found within 24 hours, and Michael underwent a successful heart transplant. Since then, he has become an advocate for disability awareness, aligning himself with organizations like the Cerebral Palsy Foundation. A teenage prank almost cost him his future. Beyond his iconic portrayal of Michael Kelso on That 70s Show, Ashton Kutcher's teenage years were characterized by a promising future. Kutcher excelled as a football player and maintained good grades, harboring ambitions of attending esteemed institutions like MIT or Purdue University. However, a youthful indiscretion would alter the course of his life in unforeseen ways. At the age of 18, Kutcher found himself embroiled in a regrettable prank that had far-reaching consequences. Alongside his cousin, he broke into their high school late one night, only to be apprehended upon exiting the premises. The repercussions were severe. Kutcher spent a night in jail and faced a substantial penalty of 180 hours of community service, along with 3 years of probation and a third-degree burglary conviction. Reflecting on the incident, Kutcher acknowledged the profound impact it had on various aspects of his life. "I was 18 and I was a really good student and a good kid and didn't get in trouble, and then I broke into my high school," he recounted to the Seattle Times. The fallout was extensive, with Kutcher experiencing ostracism within his community, the dissolution of his relationship, and the loss of his college scholarships, as well as being barred from participating in extracurricular activities such as the National Honor Society, choir, and school plays. He was even denied the opportunity to attend prom. However, Kutcher viewed this tumultuous episode as a pivotal turning point in his life. "Getting in trouble, learning a life lesson, it straightened me out pretty quick," he reflected. The experience served as a wake-up call, propelling Kutcher towards a path of self-reflection and personal growth. His date was brutally murdered. During Ashton Kutcher's rise to fame in the early 2000s, he crossed paths with fashion student Ashley Ellerin, introduced to her through mutual friends. Their plans for a Grammys after-party on February 21, 2001, were confirmed in a phone call at 8:24 p.m., where Kutcher assured Ellerin of his attendance. However, he arrived at her home later than anticipated, around 10:45 p.m., only to find no response when he knocked on her door. Peering through Ellerin's window, Kutcher noticed what appeared to be spilled red wine on the carpet, attributing it to remnants of a previous housewarming party. Despite this observation, he didn't think much of it and eventually departed. The tragic discovery came the next morning when Ellerin's roommate, Jennifer DeSisto, found her lifeless body. Ellerin had been brutally stabbed 47 times. In a harrowing turn of events, it was revealed that Ellerin's murderer was Michael Gargiulo, also known as the Hollywood Ripper, who had posed as a repairman weeks earlier. Following a lengthy trial in 2019, Gargiulo was convicted on 2 counts of first-degree murder for the deaths of Ellerin and Maria Bruno, along with 1 count of attempted murder for the stabbing of Michelle Murphy. He received a death sentence in 2021. Upon learning of Ellerin's fate, Kutcher promptly contacted authorities, expressing his shock and cooperating fully with the investigation. Reflecting on the ordeal during his court testimony, Kutcher recounted his frantic state of mind, realizing his fingerprints were on the door and feeling compelled to provide authorities with a detailed account of the events. Ex-girlfriend Brittany Murphy died tragically. Amid Ashton Kutcher's burgeoning career in the 2000s, his romantic entanglements garnered significant public attention. Linked with several women, including Monet Mazur and January Jones, Kutcher's love life was a subject of fascination for fans and media alike. However, it was his on-screen chemistry with actor Brittany Murphy in the romantic comedy Just Married that captivated audiences. Their undeniable connection extended beyond the movie set as they began dating shortly after wrapping up filming in the fall of 2002. Kutcher candidly shared with People at the time, "When we were doing the movie, we were just friends. We just kind of started hanging out more, and now we've been hanging out a lot more." The film's director, Sean Levy, also recalled witnessing their strong rapport during production, noting how they effortlessly bounced off each other and shared genuine laughter. Murphy herself praised Kutcher, describing him as one of the kindest humans I've ever met in a 2002 interview with MTV News. Despite their undeniable connection, their relationship was short-lived, and they parted ways the following spring. Tragically, 6 years after their romance, Murphy passed away at the age of 32 in December 2009, Her untimely death, attributed to pneumonia combined with anemia and multiple prescription drug intoxication, left Kutcher and many others reeling with grief. Reflecting on her vibrant spirit, Kutcher fondly remembered Murphy as someone who lit up every room she entered, emphasizing the importance of celebrating her life rather than dwelling on the circumstances of her passing. Ashton Kutcher was devastated when Demi Moore suffered a miscarriage. In 2003, Ashton Kutcher's romantic journey took a significant turn when he crossed paths with Ghost star Demi Moore, igniting a relationship that would captivate public attention. Following their initial encounter, Kutcher and Moore swiftly embarked on a romance, eventually leading to their union in September 2005 at their Beverly Hills residence. Ashton Kutcher and Demi Moore's high-profile relationship grabbed headlines, despite the significant 15-year age gap between them. Despite this difference, the couple appeared deeply in love and poised for a future together, basking in the glow of their public image. However, beneath the surface, Kutcher and Moore grappled with profound personal struggles. Not long after they embarked on their romance, tragedy struck, as they faced the heart-wrenching loss of a child. Moore candidly shared in her memoir, Inside Out, the heartbreaking experience of miscarrying their daughter, Chaplain Ray, 6 months into her pregnancy. She revealed her overwhelming sense of guilt, attributing the loss to her past habits of drinking and smoking, which she believed had contributed to the miscarriage. Reflecting on this painful chapter in their lives, Kutcher opened up about the profound impact of losing their anticipated child in a 2023 interview with Esquire. He described the anguish of losing a child one had expected to welcome into the world, emphasizing the unique and deeply personal nature of grief. Despite the tragedy they endured together, both Kutcher and Moore have found happiness in subsequent relationships. Kutcher now shares a family with his wife, Mila Kunis, with whom he has 2 children. Meanwhile, Moore has 3 grown children from her previous marriage to Bruce Willis. Rumors of cheating plagued his marriage to Demi Moore. Despite the initial challenges they faced, Ashton Kutcher and Demi Moore took their relationship to the next level by exchanging vows in 2005. Their union seemed to be one of mutual happiness, with Kutcher warmly embracing his role in Moore's family, including her daughters from her previous marriage to Bruce Willis, Rumor, Scout, and Tallulah. Remarkably, Kutcher also developed a cordial relationship with Willis himself, as he revealed to Live magazine, detailing their shared interests and activities, such as scuba diving, skiing, and spending quality time with the girls. The situation came to a head in 2011 when allegations surfaced from a woman named Sarah Leal, who claimed to have engaged in a physical relationship with Kutcher on the couple's 6th wedding anniversary. Leal's account depicted Kutcher as making advances toward her and asserting that he and Moore were separated. Moore, upon hearing Leal's testimony, confronted Kutcher, who reportedly admitted to the affair, further exacerbating the strain on their marriage. This revelation marked a significant turning point in their relationship, as Moore grappled with the painful realization of Kutcher's infidelity and the subsequent breakdown of their marriage. However, despite their outward appearance of harmony, rumors of infidelity began to swirl around Kutcher and Moore's marriage, casting a shadow over their seemingly idyllic life together. Moore addressed these rumors candidly in her memoir, shedding light on the complexities of their relationship. She revealed that their exploration of unconventional dynamics, including threesomes, may have contributed to Kutcher's straying from their marital bond. Moore recounted Kutcher's purported justification for his actions, suggesting that the introduction of a third party into their relationship had blurred boundaries, possibly leading to his indiscretions. Ashton Kutcher and Demi Moore's divorce was painful. The tumultuous allegations of infidelity, coupled with the strain of constant tabloid scrutiny and the notable age gap, eventually took its toll on the marriage of Ashton Kutcher and Demi Moore. The unraveling of their relationship reached a breaking point in November 2011, just a month after reports surfaced regarding Kutcher's alleged involvement in a one-night stand with Sarah Leal. Moore revealed her decision to end their 6-year marriage, citing her deeply held values and vows as guiding principles in her choice to move forward. Kutcher likewise expressed his sentiments on Chime, emphasizing his enduring appreciation for the time spent with Moore and acknowledging the inherent challenges of marriage. Despite their mutual decision to separate, the legal dissolution of their marriage proved to be a protracted and complex process. The couple grappled with issues surrounding the division of finances and assets, with Moore notably seeking spousal support. After 2 years of negotiations, they reached a settlement, with Moore ultimately forgoing spousal support. In the years following their divorce, both Kutcher and Moore have sought to move forward amicably. Kutcher himself spoke of their relationship in positive terms during an appearance on the WTF with Mark Maron podcast in 2020, affirming that there is no animosity between them. Reflecting on the aftermath of the divorce, Kutcher candidly discussed the emotional toll it took on him in an interview with Esquire. He bared his soul, acknowledging the profound sense of failure that accompanied the dissolution of his marriage. A movie role made Ashton Kutcher sick. Apart from the challenges in his personal life, Ashton Kutcher also confronted a daunting health issue during his portrayal of tech icon Steve Jobs in a 2012 movie. Embracing the role with dedication, Kutcher immersed himself in Jobs' lifestyle, even adopting a fruitarian diet. This dietary regimen, a subset of veganism, restricts consumption to fruits, nuts, seeds, vegetables, and grains, excluding all animal products. In a candid revelation on Hot Ones in 2019, Kutcher recounted the unexpected turn his health took during this transformative period. Delving into his dietary adjustments, he described how he avidly consumed carrot juice, following in Jobs' footsteps. However, just 2 weeks before filming commenced, Kutcher was struck by excruciating back pain that rapidly escalated. "I ended up in the hospital on like the maximum dose of Dilaudid because my pancreas was crazy out of whack," he shared. The agonizing ordeal turned out to be a severe case of pancreatitis, a condition that landed Kutcher in the hospital. Despite the frightening setback, he demonstrated remarkable resilience, persevering to complete the filming of Jobs with unwavering determination. Kutcher's commitment to his craft, even in the face of adversity, showcases the lengths to which he went to embody the character of Steve Jobs. It's a testament to his dedication and the risks sometimes undertaken in the pursuit of authenticity in filmmaking. A former co-star's death reportedly affected him deeply. Ashton Kutcher's journey to fame was paved with his iconic portrayal of the lovably dim-witted Michael Kelso on the long-running sitcom That 70s Show. Over its decade-long run, the cast became like a second family to Kutcher, with Tanya Roberts, who played Midge Pinciotti, earning a special place in the hearts of fans. The news of Roberts' passing on January 4, 2021, sent shockwaves through the entertainment world. Despite initial reports of her demise being premature, the somber reality set in the following evening when Roberts passed away at the age of 65. The confusion surrounding the premature reporting of her death deeply affected Kutcher and his fellow cast members. In response to the outpouring of condolences on social media, Kutcher took to Twitter to clarify the situation, expressing his grief alongside his former co-stars. The mishandling of Roberts' passing struck a chord with Kutcher, highlighting the somber reality of how quickly misinformation can spread in the age of social media. Despite his typically positive outlook, Kutcher was deeply affected by the tragedy, a testament to his sensitive nature and the genuine connections formed among the That 70s Show cast. As he grappled with the loss, Kutcher leaned on the support of his loved ones while mourning the passing of a beloved co-star. A rare disease made him temporarily blind and deaf. Ashton Kutcher's health journey has been marked by unexpected challenges, with a notable instance occurring in 2020. Following his hospitalization for pancreatitis after filming Jobs, Kutcher faced another alarming health scare. During an episode of National Geographic's Running Wild with Bear Grylls: The Challenge, the actor disclosed that he was diagnosed with a super-rare form of vasculitis that year, which severely affected his vision, hearing, and equilibrium. Vasculitis, as described by the Mayo Clinic, is a condition characterized by inflammation of the blood vessels, potentially leading to restricted blood flow. The symptoms can range from mild to severe, often resembling those of a common cold, including fever, headache, fatigue, and body aches. Recovering from this daunting ordeal took Kutcher nearly a year, during which he grappled with the uncertainty of whether he would fully regain his senses. This experience granted him a newfound appreciation for life's simple joys. Reflecting on his journey with Grylls, Kutcher emphasized the profound realization that one often fails to appreciate the value of their senses until they are at risk of losing them permanently. The challenges posed by his health scare prompted Kutcher to adopt a more grateful perspective, cherishing every moment and sensation with renewed vigor. Punked yourself. Before Punked became a household name, Ashton Kutcher and MTV were in the midst of developing another prank show called Harassment. However, the initial concept took a disastrous turn that led to legal repercussions and a significant shift in the show's direction. In one of the early pranks planned for Harassment, Kutcher and the production team targeted an unsuspecting couple. However, the prank went awry, resulting in unintended consequences and severe backlash. The couple subjected to the prank filed a lawsuit against Kutcher and MTV, seeking $10 million in damages. The lawsuit sent shockwaves through the production team, prompting them to reassess the show's premise and approach. Recognizing the potential legal risks and ethical concerns associated with pranking non-celebrities, Kutcher and MTV made a strategic decision to pivot the show's focus exclusively to celebrities. His poor judgment in supporting Danny Masterson damaged his reputation. In the wake of Ashton Kutcher's grave misjudgment regarding his support for Danny Masterson, the repercussions were swift and severe, significantly impacting both his personal and professional life. Kutcher and his wife, Mila Kunis, found themselves embroiled in controversy when they penned letters endorsing Masterson ahead of his rape trial, a decision they would come to regret deeply. The trial culminated in Masterson being convicted of raping 2 women, leading to a sentence of 30 years to life in prison. Kutcher's association with Masterson, stemming from their time together on That 70s Show and their continued friendship in subsequent years, cast a shadow of scrutiny over his actions. Realizing the gravity of their misstep, Kutcher and Kunis took to Instagram to issue a public apology. However, the sincerity of their remorse was questioned by many, who perceived it as an attempt to salvage their tarnished public image rather than a genuine expression of contrition. The public backlash intensified, prompting Kutcher to take decisive action. He made the difficult decision to step down from his role at Thorn, the anti-child sex abuse organization he co-founded with his ex-wife, Demi. In a statement released on Thorn's website, Kutcher acknowledged his error in judgment and emphasized his commitment to the organization's mission, expressing his determination not to allow his actions to overshadow the critical work being done to protect children from exploitation and abuse. While the road to redemption may be fraught with challenges, Kutcher's actions demonstrate a willingness to confront his mistakes and take responsibility for the harm caused. Only time will tell if the public will ultimately forgive him, but Kutcher appears to be earnestly striving to make amends and uphold the values he espouses. In conclusion, Ashton Kutcher's journey through fame and fortune has been marked by triumphs, challenges, and personal tragedies. From his rise to prominence on That 70s Show to his pioneering work in reality television with Punked, Kutcher has left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry. However, amidst the glitz and glamour, His life has also been touched by sorrow and adversity, from the loss of loved ones to health scares and legal controversies. Despite the hardships, Kutcher continues to inspire with his resilience and determination to overcome obstacles. What do you think about the ups and downs of Ashton Kutcher's life? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content exploring the complexities of celebrity life.